what you need to say. Say what you need to say. It's better to say too much than never to say what you need to say. Yeah.
Gonna be sad, maybe today, yeah. The girl that's driving me mad is going away. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. Okay, that's it. What is up, my internet friends? It's another week, another walk and talk. Thank you for tuning in today. And I'm sorry for last week's slight cancellation at the last minute. The only excuse I could tell you is this: it was so delayed that I figured, you know, may as well just start a new one this week. And this week it's still delayed, so I apologize. I'll explain more about that in the next vlog. Some serious stuff happened Thursday that kind of messed with my head, so I'll explain more in the vlog. I'm not gonna waste your time here. So we're just gonna go ahead and move along with this walk and talk like we normally do, and we'll get some updates after we get to your questions. But other than that, a lot of you guys answered last week's question. If you had 24 hours left to live, what would you do? A good majority of you said saying goodbye to your loved ones and things like that. So since majority of your answers were similar, I'm just going to pick a random tenant of the week for this week, and I'll do that after I get to your questions. So we shall go ahead and get to your questions for this week. All right, sounds like a plan. Let's do it. The first question actually came from the Steel Roses, and it wasn't really a question, it was more of a request that I sing a Beatles song for the intro, namely Ticket to Ride. So there you go, Rosie. I hope you liked it. Hope I didn't butcher the song for you. And thank you very much for that request. If any of you guys have any more, or if you want to request me to stop doing the singing intros, whatever, I'm good either way. I'm just having a pretty good day today, which is good considering how my other day was. You'll see in the vlog. But anyways, we shall go ahead and jump to the next question, and it comes from the Ghost of Sabotage, and he asked, have you ever been to the UK? And if so, where's the best place you've ever been? And unfortunately, no, I have not set foot in the UK yet. I plan to in the future. I actually want to do a road trip. Well, not a road trip, but more like a backpacking trip through Europe, especially go through all the places in the UK. I'm really bad on geography, I'm sorry guys. And actually I want to clarify that. Someone asked me who was my favorite British bands, and I was like, U2 and the Script, they're Scottish or Irish. I'm an idiot. And Scotland and Ireland is part of the UK or Great Britain, or is British basically. So I'm sorry if I offended anybody, or if I got that completely wrong. I was way off. I'm just bad on geography, guys. See, I'm not a genius, but thank you for those of you that corrected me. That was very thoughtful of you. But I have not set foot in the UK yet. No, not at all. I plan to, because I've got a few friends there. Namely, well, Danny's from the UK. I know I've got Joe and Jess in Ireland, or I don't know if I'm even saying that right anymore. You guys got to get back to me so we can chat and brush me up on some Irish. But yeah, I've got you guys. I forget where LG was from. There's a couple other people in the UK that I've met through YouTube and other places. So yeah, I hope to in the future. If there's any places that you guys would suggest that I go visit, leave it in the comments. I'll add it to my list of things to do in the future. But yeah, I plan to visit the UK someday soon. But thank you very much for the question, and we shall go ahead and move to the next one, and it comes from Speak of the Devil, my good friend Danny, my best friend Danny, and she asked a very simple question: Cherry Coke or Cherry Dr. Pepper? I am more partial to vanilla, but if I had to choose between Cherry Coke and Cherry Dr. Pepper, it'd have to be Cherry Dr. Pepper. But you know what? That's always brought a question up in my mind. If Dr. Pepper supposedly has 23 flavors, wouldn't cherry be one of them? I don't know, that just, to me that seems like, cherry should be one of those 23, right? It's a predominant flavor. I'm sure vanilla's in there somewhere. Okay, whatever. I would choose Cherry Dr. Pepper, because I'm a big Dr. Pepper fan. And the only type of Coca-Cola that I drink is vanilla Coca-Cola. Please don't give me any crap for that. But yeah, Cherry Dr. Pepper. That would be my answer. Thank you, Danny. And the next question comes from Ike Productions Music, and he asked, I have to read this: how do you look at someone who has a lot of pride and makes everyone know about it, rather than someone who is humble and less quiet about things they have done? The reason I asked this is because a similar situation happened in class this week, and everyone was laughing because the speaker was such an... to everyone. How do I deal with somebody who has a lot of pride? Well, first off, I don't think pride is a bad thing. It's good to be proud about things that you have done. but you don't brag about it. I think you should be proud of it to yourself. It should be something that humbles you, and it's not something that says, oh yeah, well I did this and this and this and this, this makes me better than you. That's the wrong kind of pride. That's the kind of pride that causes wars. Have pride not because of how big your balls are, have pride because it humbles you. But anyways, dealing with people that are very prideful, I guess, or proud. The way I deal with them is I take them with a grain of salt. Because, I mean, like I said, it's good to be proud about something, but if you're just bragging about it, there's only so much you can do when it comes to bragging. Like, you can brag about something for so long, and it's gonna get old. I say just leave them be. If people laugh at him, you know, then that's a sign that his being proud doesn't really affect anybody. It just makes him look like a butthole. So, like I said, I take them with a grain of salt. I don't take them too seriously, because they obviously take themselves way too seriously as it is, so why should I? You're being too serious about yourself for the both of us, man, so... that's how I think. I just don't take them seriously for the most part. If there's someone that you have to listen to and you have to deal with them on a professional level, then yeah. Doesn't mean you have to be their friend. Doesn't mean you have to agree with them 24/7. But to an extent, just take them with a grain of salt. That's what I say. But thank you very much, Luke, for that question. And we shall go ahead and move to the next one, and it comes from Benny Nen, and he asked, which is worse, failing or never trying? I mean, it's obvious, never trying. And the reason I say that is because failure isn't a bad thing. Failure is a learning experience. Failure should not be something that makes you stop. Failure is something that makes you go, oh, I need to try again and do things differently. Or just, I need to try again, period. I would rather have said that I tried and failed than to say I've never tried it or never attempted it at all. I would much rather have lived my life and look back and say, hey, I've tried a bunch of things, I've failed a bunch of things, but at least I have the fact that I tried. That's something that no one can take away from me. And if I tried and failed, that means I can try again. But if you don't try at all, you never know what you're gonna accomplish. So if you think you might fail, go for it anyways, depending on what it is. I mean, I don't want you to end up dying or whatever. Like, I might not make that jump. I'll do it. No, don't do anything like that. But if it's like, someone's asking you to perform, someone's asking you to make something, someone's asking you to attend something, and you're just not sure, go for it. You know, what do you got to lose? So, yeah, that's my answer. But thank you for the question, Benny. And we shall move on to the next one, and it comes from the mystery gamer, who asked, what affects you more, the death of people or the death of animals? And he basically said, like, if it was on the news that some person died you never met, or a dog died that you never met, you know, what would affect you more? Honestly, it depends on how, why, who. Like, even though I haven't met them, sometimes some people will affect me. Like Ryan Dunn's death, that affected me a little bit. Because, I mean, yeah, I don't know him personally, but the fact that I've seen him on Jackass, he's made me laugh on the big screen. Yeah, that kind of affects me. Like, some celebrities that I look up to or I've admired or I am a fan of that pass away affect me. I was really affected when George Carlin died. Like, so affected the day that he died. Like, I didn't want to do anything that day. But animals are the same. Like, I don't know, I can't think of an example right now. But yeah, there's some stories I hear about animals and I feel upset. It really depends on the story, honestly. But yeah, sometimes things like that affect me. So, thank you very much for the question. I'm sorry that is such a vague answer. Well, not really vague, but it's such a broad answer. I didn't really say yes or no to it. Death is a serious thing. It's hard when somebody leaves and they can't come back. But thank you for the question, man. We shall go ahead and move to the next one. And it comes from Chocolate Lab 006, and she asked, are you feeling bummed that your friend J-Mac is moving back to Memphis? I kind of don't want to talk about the man's personal life, but yes, it is possible that he will be moving back to Memphis soon. As of right now, last time I spoke to him, he's trying to keep from having to do that because he's going to start school here in August at the university. So he doesn't want to have to leave and then come back for school because it's already like done. It's a sealed deal. He has to attend. He wants to go to school, which is a good thing. I'm proud of him for that. So as of right now, he has no plans of moving. He doesn't want to ultimately. He's doing his best to prevent it, and I'm trying to do what I can to help him out. If he moves, yeah, I'll be a little bummed. I'm gonna miss the man. He's like my brother. Well, no, he's not like my brother. He is my brother from another mother. Yeah, I'd miss him. I'd feel a little bummed if he had to move. I'd miss Nevaeh too. I'd miss her to death. But push comes to shove, he will, but he's trying his best to stay. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. I don't want to talk about someone else's personal business, but there you go. Thank you very much for the question. And we shall see who the next question asker is. And I think it is... Alright, Jess. Whew, I missed your questions. Alright, Jess asked, give me a backstory. Shelly sells seashells beside the seashore. Who is Shelly? That's a good question. Let me think about this. Shelly is a little orphan girl that found that by selling beautiful seashells on the seashore, that she could probably find her parents. Now that's kind of depressing. Shelly is a woman who has a lot of time on her hands and found that by selling perfect and completed seashells and sand dollars on the beach would probably give her some profit? Yeah, that sounds about right. Go to beach, sell seashells. The beach provides seashells, so there's an infinite amount of inventory. Profit. That sounds about right. But I don't know Shelly personally, you'll have to ask her. That was really random. But thank you very much, Jess, for that. That was like, whoa, that made me stop for a second. Thank you for the question, though. And let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I think it's the last one, and it comes from Slideshows Forever. And I'm sorry, it's not the last question yet, but he asked, money for life or friends for life? Or is it friendships for life? And hands down, friends for life. Because yeah, money can buy a lot of things, but it can't buy friendship. It can't buy relationship, it can't buy people. You can buy people, but it doesn't buy their trust. It doesn't buy a real friendship. It's an artificial thing. Because personally, money is not a big fan. I'm not a big fan about money. It's the only thing that makes me like money is, oh, I can get cool things and I have to pay my bills with it. That way I can have a living. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of it. Friends, on the other hand, friends have made me who I am. Awesome friends have got me out of ruts. Awesome friends have got me out of sticky situations. Awesome friends have made me realize, like, when I feel down or upset, that my life isn't so bad because I've got some amazing friends. That's my one weakness. My friends are my one weakness. My friends are my kryptonite. Not that I'm saying that they're bad or anything. No, they're amazing people, just that if I didn't have some of these people in my life, I don't know what I'd do with myself. I really don't. Like, there's so many amazing friends that I have right now. I can't even name them all, but you know who you are. And if you weren't in my life, I don't know where I'd be. All the friends that I've met throughout the years that have been just awesome people. They don't judge, they're honest, they don't BS, they're hard to find. Friends like these are hard to find, and that's why that's one thing I do take pride in myself with. I'm very proud of the friends that I have because they're awesome people. And anyone that has a problem with them, you got a problem with me. That's the way I see it. These are people I know have my back no matter what. These are people I know that I would have their back no matter what. Friends for life is what I would choose, hands down. If it wasn't for my friends, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now, and that's the truth. So, to all of my friends out there that are watching, thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being awesome, because I don't even know if I deserve amazing friends sometimes. I've lived quite a life, but the fact that I have people like you that see me as a cool person as well, that have my back, that support me, I can't ask for anything more than that. So sincerely, guys, thank you for everything. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional right now. No, I mean it though, thanks. And thank you for the question, Slideshows. And we shall move on to, yes, this is the last question. It's not really a question, it's a continuation of the scenario, and it comes from Red Monsterification. I'm gonna have to read this because it's pretty long. You wait for them to pass and overhear them saying something about more victims waiting to be moved to the testing area. You tell yourself you'll keep an eye out for them. The two guys pass you, so you move into the room. You find yourself in an empty canteen. You see a clock which says 12:30, so 12:30. You see food cooking in the kitchen. You head over and see not much left, but food is food. As you eat, you see a calendar on the wall and notice you're missing a week. Then a phone rings. What do you do? Ay, ay, ay. I'm sorry, I don't even know if the camera was on me when I was reading that. But anyways, so I finally get into the room. It looks like it's a canteen. There's not much food left, but I eat it anyways because food is food. Look at the calendar and see that I'm missing a week, and then the phone rings. What do? Definitely can't profit here. I want to answer the phone, but then I don't want to get caught because I don't want them to know where my location is. But I kind of want to figure out what's going on. So I think here's what I would do. I'm missing a week. I need some answers. I'd answer the phone and try to sound like one of the guards. So I pick up the phone and be like, yes, and hear what they say and see what happens after that, and try to ad-lib the conversation. So I might pick up the phone and be like, canteen, you know, so they know they reached the canteen, and see what happens, see what the conversation goes like, and hope that I can pull it off and not get caught. So yeah, that is what I would do. And thank you, Red, for continuing the scenario. And we shall go ahead and wrap up this walk and talk. So yes, awesome. Let's go. Okay, so for the tenant of the week, I said I'd pick one at random. I have all the comments up here, so I'm just going to scroll randomly. So I'm scrolling randomly, and I'm going to stop here. And this week's tenant of the week is T.H. Wilkinson. That's funny. That is actually Tiffany's little brother, Taylor. I don't think he makes YouTube videos, but it's random, so I guess you get to be the tenant in the Box of Awesome for the next 7 days. Congratulations, man. I hope you like it. And if you would like to see yourself in the Box of Awesome for 7 days, all you have to do is answer the question of the week. This week's question is, what is the worst nightmare that you've ever had? Now, if it's too traumatizing, you don't have to go into detail. You'll find out why I asked that question this week in the vlog. I'm gonna have a very sort of serious talk about it. It's also why I missed recording the walk and talk yesterday. That's your question this week. Leave your answer in the comment section below or in a video response, and I will have you featured in next week's walk and talk. But other than that, you guys, not much else going on this week. It's been a very slow week as far as vlogging goes. But last week was such a busy vlog. I really want all of you guys to see it. It's probably one of my favorite vlogs in a while because, I mean, we got light graffiti, and I even have the pictures montaged it to the Star Spangled Banner. What's not to like? And then of course it was my mom's birthday. I vlogged the last shuttle launch of the Atlantis, which was really, really cool. And Tiffany had a model photo shoot for her professional portfolio. All that happened in a week. That never happens. It was such a busy week. I had so much fun. It was great. If you want to see that vlog, the link will be at the end of this video. Please check it out. And other than that, you guys, there's pretty much nothing else. Don't forget to leave your questions for next week's walk and talk. Check out the Facebook page and the second channel, all this other good stuff. I'm still going to be posting some videos on the second channel as well as some of the podcasts. So keep a lookout for that if you haven't heard any of those. And that's pretty much it. So I want to remind each and every single one of you that all of you are the best friends and subscribers in the entire world. And as always, you guys, keep on vlogging.